devil. See, that's the name that he had for the devil or for that spirit that was controlling him. That's just like Nicki Minaj. She has this spirit controlling her named Roman. Okay, same thing, same thing. And y'all have heard several times artists saying that something, a spirit came in them and takes over them. That's what that is. That's sad. You never win. You never win, people, when you're dancing with the devil. You never win with him. Okay, you never win with him. And there's nothing wrong with having blessings, but you get your blessings from the Most High. That's where you get them from. Then you don't have to worry about doing nothing devilish. Okay, you will always win with the Most High. Okay, now to go on to say, Mr. Simmons, who sold millions of records, was the first musician whose first 5 albums reached #1 on the Billboard chart. He was the standout artist on the Rough Riders label, often rapping over tracks by the star DJ and producer Swizz Beatz, rappers like Eve, Drag On, and The Lox, a group made up of Jada Kiss, Styles P, and Chic Louch, also recorded on the label. This funeral is gonna be out of this world. Oh my gosh. Mr. Simmons was known for energetic concerts that electrify audiences. In 2000, the critic Elvis Mitchell wrote in the Times about his remarkable and combative stage presence in the concert documentary Backstage, which followed him and rappers like Jay-Z and Redman on the 1999 Hard Knock Life tour. Y'all know what? Everyone has been saying that Jay-Z has not said not one thing about DMX. Boombastic and hot-blooded, he holds court in a singular fashion, exercising sheer force of will to pull the spotlight down on himself and demanding the crowd's attention, Mr. Mitchell wrote. Mr. Simmons also starred with the rappers Nas and Method Man in the Hype Williams gangster film Belly. Everyone, y'all remember Belly. Y'all remember Belly. I love that movie. I love that movie. I think that's everyone's favorite is Belly. I remember that. Appeared in the action movie Romeo Must Die with Jet Li and Aaliyah in 2000 and starred with Steven Seagal in the 2001 action film Exit Wounds. The BET cable channel provided a closer look at his personal life with the 2006 reality series DMX, Soul of a Man. The macho streetwise persona Mr. Simmons projected in his music was reinforced by a litany of criminal charges. He was arrested repeatedly for fraud, assault, driving under the influence and without a license, and weapon and narcotics possession, among other things. He served jail time after pleading guilty in 2008. Okay. To animal cruelty, drug possession, and theft. And in 2018, he was sentenced to a year in prison for tax evasion. He released several more albums over the years, including Grand Champ in 2003 and Undisputed in 2012, but he often got in trouble with the law and never regained the success of his earlier days. Born in Mount Vernon, New York on December the 18th, 1970, so he just made 50 in December. Earl Simmons was the first and only child of Arnett Simmons and Joe Baker. He grew up in Yonkers, a city just north of the Bronx that became a hotbed of racial tension in the 1980s. His father was an itinerant artist whom he rarely saw, and his mother struggled to raise him and his half-sister, Bonita, in a violent neighborhood. He wrote in his memoir that there was often little food, and young Earl, a precocious but hot-tempered and disobedient child, was often beaten by his mother and her different lovers. Information on survivors was not immediately available. Mr. Simmons turned to street crime as he grew older, spending much of his childhood and teenage years in group homes or juvenile detention facilities where he wrote he sometimes faced solitary confinement. He became adept, car thief, and robber, often using vicious dogs to intimidate victims. My goodness. I was straight stick up, Mr. Simmons said in a memoir, Earl, the autobiography of DMX, written with Smokey D. Fontaine. I'd rob 3 times a day, before school, after school, and on the late night. Wow. In the late 1980s, he started performing as a beatboxer, creating beats using only his mouth with a local rapper named Reddy Ron. He took the name DMX from the Uberheim DMX drumline, a model that was popular in the 1980s. Reddy Ron introduced him to crack cocaine, to which he became addicted before succeeding as a rapper. Oh my goodness. See, you don't dig holes and set traps for people. Anyone that set a trap for someone, they're going to pay. They're going to pay. His long struggle with drugs, the bleak circumstances of his childhood, and their impact on his life informed his music. He titled a 2001 album, The Great Depression. And many of his most swaggering songs convey hints of lingering trauma. Okay, so trauma that he needed to be addressed with a therapist. Okay. All I know is pain, all I feel is rain. How can I maintain? He raps near the start of Rough Riders anthem. In 1997, he was featured along with Method Man, Redman, Master P, and Cannabis on the LL Cool J song 4321. Okay, he was also on Mace, 24 Hours to Live, and with Lil Kim, The Locks, Money, Power, Respect. The high-profile guest appearances led to a contract with Def Jam, Rough Riders' parent company. That year, his first albums came out in 1998. Before breaking through as a rap star, Mr. Simmons made a name for himself as a nasty battle rapper in the early 1990s. I always made it personal, he wrote in his memoir. Nothing was too rude or vicious for me because I didn't care. Okay, Joe Soleri contributed reporting. Okay. Also credit to Daniel E. Slotnick, is a general assignment reporter on the Metro desk and a 2020 New York Times reporting fellow. Okay. Well, I'm glad that he decided to move on from this realm. Everybody, I mean, this world, the way it is right now, who wants to? This is nothing to want to be a part of. This is nothing to want to be a part of. I tell you, it isn't. It isn't. So I'm hoping that in his next phase, because he just made 50, so he's going to come in with 51 on the next rim, wherever he has gone to. Okay. He's going to start out with 51. He is. So y'all tell me how y'all feel, and what is y'all favorite music and movies by DMX? Okay. Please like, share, and subscribe. And please click that notification button so you will know when I'm dropping videos. Shalom.